Let's start today with an email that comes in from Nicole in Arkansas. She had a Facebook feed video tell her recently that you shouldn't put your 3 to 6 months of emergency fund into a high yield savings account. This is not the right idea. But instead, what you should do is put your money into a money market fund inside your Roth IRA. At that point, the interest that you're making on that money market fund is tax free. And if you take the basis out, so if you take the money you put into the Roth IRA, not the earned income, not the investment income, but if you just take your own money back out, there's no tax problem. Dan, how does that hit your ear? What do you think about whether or not the Roth should be the destination for emergency fund money?
So I think if you're starting from nothing, I like this idea. You have a speed limit with what you can get into a Roth IRA, which means that if you skip a year funding a Roth, you can't make up for that later, right? So if you don't have an emergency fund and don't have a Roth IRA, I'd rather put the money in the Roth and you can treat it as your emergency fund while you build up a separate pool of money. Then at least you have the money in the Roth to invest later. Whereas if you didn't make that contribution, you'd have missed that year of contribution opportunity. So I do like that. If you have Roth and the ability to set up an emergency fund, I would not use that Roth money as my emergency fund.